What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and this is Battlefield 3 Conquest St. Crossing. Gonna be talking about that JNG90. Now, first of all, before I get into the rifle specifics and everything, this is my first run with this gun. This is literally the first game I had played with this gun outside of Gunmaster, so I'm still learning things. And secondly, I haven't played Recon Kit too terribly much, specifically the bolt actions, for longer than about 10 minutes and probably about 2 months. So I am very rusty, and I will willingly admit it. That said, I'm starting to get back into the flow of things because I do enjoy running around with the bolt actions and, enjoy a good challenge, because that's what it is. But anyways, my thoughts on the Recon class in terms of how it should be played, because that is, of course, relevant to my thoughts on this gun, are that you are not a sniper. You are not a guy whose job is to run around and be the frontline assault guy doing everything, So for me, that's kind of one of the drawbacks to the Recon class is, when I play with teammates and squad mates who are actually competent, I will willingly hop in and play the Recon class, but, that's about 50-50. Usually I have randoms like these guys who, need to be in the backpack. I need to be with my most effective class that I can make the biggest impact on the game. That said, as you can see, we have them completely locked up. The spawn rape is on. Oh yeah. So bust out the Recon class. That's my view on the things. But anyways, on to the rifle. Of course, this is the second tier assignment unlocked for the Recon class, added in close quarters. Interestingly enough, the real gun is Turkish, which, obviously Turkey is a NATO country, so you'd figure it'd have the 8x rifle scope, just like the M40, just like the L96, and the 98B. Although, however, for whatever reason, I don't know if they just got a mix-up or I missed a memo where Turkey decided they're going to side with Russia should World War III break out or whatever. They give you a Russian optic right off the bat, which, isn't too terribly major thing. I'm pretty sure no one's going to really complain about that too terribly much. It's just something I found interesting. As for the scope itself, obviously that's a big thing, with the Recon class and run the bolt actions. I prefer this level of zoom, however, I hate chevrons. If they made a scope that was like the Gold Sniper Magnum from Bad Company 2 and put it in this game as a 6x zoom, I would be all over that. I'd be a very happy man. Make it happen, DICE. But anyways, in terms of gameplay, this rifle is pretty much comparable to the L96 in most every way. Maybe a smidge better in certain areas that are pretty defining, but really, it's not something that's going to simply obsolete everything. It's not like the 417, which is, just better than the other guns, to be perfectly honest. But anyways, going into the specifics and everything, this gun does fire a bullet faster than the L96, which of course is crucial with a sniper rifle, especially for you guys out there who like to take long-range shots. You're going to have less bullet drop. It's going to get to the target faster, which makes it much more accurate. There's less room for the target to move around or whatever and basically avoid your shot just because he happened to move and get lucky or whatever. The rate of fire is a little bit higher than the L96. Personally, I didn't notice it too terribly much. However, it is still lower than something like the M40A5, which, I think for the style I play is probably my preferred rifle, and still is because of that extra low rate of fire. But, again, it's not huge. The specifics and everything, I think that the extra bullet speed does kind of make up for the lost rate of fire over the M40. It definitely is not a bad gun. The JNG90 is definitely a very solid weapon you can use, and it's nothing abnormally new. It does do the same damage as the L96. It really is basically an L96 with a different skin and a little bit faster bullets, and really not too terribly much else. Of course, the L96 is a favorite of many, so I look to see this. You're going to see this gun a lot on the battlefield because, honestly, there's nothing wrong with this gun. I do like this gun, and it's got me excited to run around with some bolt actions again. So it's obviously doing something right, but that's going to be that. I'm about to die here, so, alright, bye.